Welcome back, tennis fans. Another GTL news, and it's that time of year again. We're approaching Monte Carlo, one of my favourite Masters events of the calendar. I think only really in terms of events, probably Roland Garros sort of topples this one for me. It is the picturesque Monaco, beautiful courts, and historically an event Rafael Nadal has done very well at. Unfortunately, the man in question looks very unlikely to be there. We know he has suffered a stress fracture in Indian Wells to his rib. So, yeah, it looks like he's not going to be there, unfortunately. So that is sort of the major withdrawal with Rafael Nadal. But we have also received in the last few days some other big high-profile withdrawals. I'm going to start off with the first one, Dominic Thiem. We saw him make a comeback on the Challenger circuit not too long ago. It was like the other day with Stan Wawrinka, and it didn't go his way. Both of them ended up losing. Thiem's one was probably a lot worse, straight sets against Kakin. But the only shining light in all of this is it gives Lorenzo Musetti a chance now to be playing at Monte Carlo. And I'm really thrilled about that because he seems to be sort of finding that form again since Djokovic kind of snatched his soul. What was it, last year or the year before at Roland Garros? So I'm really pleased about Musetti. Of course, very disappointed about Dominic Thiem because we would be looking at Dominic Thiem without all of these injury concerns as a contender to be winning Monte Carlo. He was getting closer and closer at Roland Garros. He already sort of has shown that he can play on the hard courts as well, winning the US Open. But yeah, I'm thrilled to see Musetti. Disappointed Dominic Thiem yet again. And we know he had COVID as well, but there is some good news with that. He put out a tweet. You can see him there by the pool. And he said, "Hey guys, hope you're well. A short update. I'm finally negative and I feel much better. Thank you for all your messages. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have a medical checkup so I can get back on track. I wish you all a nice Thursday." I mean, the big one for me is I'd love to see him at Roland Garros. I think he needs to target now that event for his big comeback. He has the ability, if all the things click and he's not feeling injured, to go deep in the event. Not many people are going to be expecting much from him. I feel sort of Carlos Alcaraz recently sort of stole his shining light, and he's now the new sort of Prince of Clay. Or not even that. I just think the most hopeful player apart from the big three right now. So not many people will be talking about Dominic Thiem if he has to play Roland Garros, but that may work in his advantage. Unfortunately, we have had some other withdrawals as well. Matteo Berrettini, and he's gone a few steps better than Thiem. He's gone, I'm not playing Monte Carlo, and I'm also missing Madrid and Rome. Berrettini, how many injuries does this guy have? He doesn't seem to be able to play consistently on tour for very long. And this is what he said. He said, withdrawing from these events, particularly Rome, was an extremely tough decision. However, it is the right one to ensure many more years of competing at the highest level for the biggest trophies. So I think that Rome one is the one that's going to hurt the most. I remember not too long ago when he played there, it was a really great atmosphere. And playing in your home country in a Masters, it is a big occasion. And Berrettini missing out on that again. Yeah, hopefully he can fix these injury concerns. I think it probably is something to do with his style of play. We know he is such a big guy who hits the big, powerful serves and ground strokes. It seems to be taking a toll on his body at the moment. And the last one, which I'm sure you're all aware of, Daniil Medvedev. We saw recently he's going to be out for a few months. He's recently undergone surgery for his hernia. And we'll miss pretty much all of the clay court swing. Hopefully Roland Garros he can play, but it's looking unlikely. The only good thing about this, yet again, there's always a shining light in these stories, that Talon Griekspoor, the guy who was killing it in the Challengers last year, he's been a bit up and down this year, but I think he could do some good things. If he has a nice draw, he could go deep. Him and Musetti as well, I don't mind. And of course, Giron's got in with Koepfer pulling out. But they're the big high-profile withdrawals on the men's side. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Of course, I'm very disappointed about Dominic Thiem. He is a player I like a lot. But the big one, Rafael Nadal, doesn't look like he's going to be making it. I was hoping for some kind of announcement from him and his team saying that he's recovered a little bit sooner. I've heard some people suggesting that he is. but definitely not in time for Monte Carlo. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you for all of the Monte Carlo action on Game to Love. See you then.